It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. You guys, if you've been to Kampala, you know that the world famous Acacia Mall. Right across this street is Mesa. Let me get a better shot of what I'm looking at. I don't want to get shot. You know the police is hardcore out here, hard body. That's my Uber right here. I got to get in the Uber. Hello. But thank you. What's up, bro? We're going to by Bukoto Oryx, close to that way. All right, so guys, y'all see I've been grinding. I got on the Black Men the Perfect shirt from yesterday, but I want to talk about something important for those of you watching the stream, and that Africa is not a vacation. All right, I see a lot of content from a lot of creators, whether they're from Britain or whether they're from maybe some African Americans. African Americans typically are in West Africa. You know, maybe they go to Ghana, they go to Gambia, and you see people wanting to go back to Africa for many different reasons. A higher quality of life, reconnect with some lost roots and all of that. They want to experience the culture. And all of these things are fine. All right, don't get me wrong. It's a very beautiful thing. There's no place that has the culture of any African country you would go to, especially Uganda, right? But then a lot of us as African Americans, I see on people's blogs that they upload, a lot of people leave their business minds at home if they ever had one in the first place. Okay? And when you ever hear about people coming to Africa, it's never about increasing productivity. Okay? This is why the Chinese come here. This is why the Indians come here. All right? People come here to work. Okay? Flat out. You know, and if you get caught up in the sauce of I'll figure it out when I get there, or if you get caught up in the sauce that I'm gonna experience the culture, and you put the reason that that you need to survive to come here, you will find yourself going back. Okay? This is absolute the truth. I've seen many people that come to Africa because for whatever reason they're mad at white people in America, they're mad at white supremacy. They tired of this. They want to, get in on the path to the growth of the continent. But you gotta not be an idiot, all right? And we do have a lot of expat repatriation idiots out there. Okay, I'm not being mean. I'm being honest, and I don't want that for you guys. Okay. Now, take into account when you come here to any country on the continent. Where you live now, you have dependable electricity, okay? For the most part. Where you live now, you have dependable internet. Your internet is typically very affordable. Your cell phone service is very affordable, okay? Now, if you decide that you want to come and take a part in whatever's going on in Africa, you want to repatriate, you want to do something here, whatever it is that you're doing, you better be able to increase that efficiency, whatever you're doing, when you get here, okay? That means that if you're in a manufacturing business and you can manufacture 1,000 shirts a day in the West, okay? Despite all the problems that you have in Africa with electricity and internet and all of that, you better find a way to make 3,000 shirts in a day. Because that's one of the reasons why you should be here, okay? You want to be here because whatever you want to do, you want to scale it up. What I see a lot of times are a lot of people wanting to come to Africa or wanting to come to Uganda or wanting to come to Kenya or come to South Africa. You have absolutely no idea what you're going to do here, okay? You don't know. You haven't figured it out, right? And then when you come here, you're going to find out real quick that the instabilities of countries can really break you. Meaning that you could be a person that wants to get up at 5 in the morning and you want to do work, but your work depends on lights. And you'll go and find out Umeme is having a power outage for 16 hours, okay? Now what you wanted to do for the day is gone. Your will for that day is broken. Okay? I've had it happen to me many days where I want to get up and do something and then the day is shot. All right? And that day I've missed $700 or $1,000 or $300, whatever it is. That money is gone. I can't get it back. Okay? You have to be able to develop a system to overcome, number one, while you're trying to scale up your business or whatever you're trying to do, you need to be able to figure, how can I be more productive even though the efficiency of the power is gone? All right, and yesterday I dropped some hints that if you live in one side of the city, you live in Bukoto, you might not have all your staff live in Bukoto. You might have one person that's living in Luzira and you live in Bukoto. And the reason why, because power typically doesn't go out in every part of the city, okay? Now, before you go, if anything that you have that's digital, you're doing a digital business, your content creation, you're doing something like that, whatever you need to do, sometimes it's good to have an employee that's not in the country. Let me give you an example, okay? How we scale the business. Dima is one of our editors. Dima's in Russia, all right? If power is out in Uganda, 99.99% of the time, power is not out in Russia, okay? So I get my ass up, I do what I need to do, I voice record whatever I need to do on a Google Drive, I send that to Dima, okay? So a lot of times you may need to have somewhat of a virtual assistant or a digital assistant. You might need to have a person like that in America still. You might need to have a person like that in India. You might need to have a person like that in Kenya. I have somebody also in Kenya. When Kenyan and Uganda, typically the power can be out at same times or similar times, but usually it's not the same time, all right? So sometimes if you're doing business and it's digital, meaning you don't have a product that you have to sell, it's good to be able to have somebody who can work for you in another place. And for those people who are in the content creation business, you're in some kind of social media marketing business, stuff like that, you got to have these things in place. Otherwise, your business is going to suffer, okay? There's no doubt about that. A lot of people come to Africa and they don't understand business, all right? You don't understand it, okay? If you don't understand it, you're going to understand it real quick because you think that you're an American and you think that because you're from the USA, you're going to come to Africa and because you're more advanced than them, you're going to make it. Let me tell you this. Some of the brightest people in the world are here, okay? And even if they're not the brightest people in the world sometimes, they know this market. You don't, all right? You don't know the market. You don't know what people buy things at. You don't even know how to even send money. There's no PayPal here. You're talking about mobile money now, okay? We're not talking about money orders anymore. We're not talking about any of those things. So just because you're from America and you have a college degree, when you come here, you can still fail. You can still fail very big because you don't know anything. So if you have a business that you already know how to do and it already makes money, preferably something online, then you just need to be able to scale it up, right? Make a right here, brother. Yes, make a right and then take the first sloping left. So, also, get it in your mind that whenever you come to Africa, whatever country, because most countries have nice weather, all right, especially in East Africa, make a right. And, you know, a lot of y'all think like, man, I'm in the motherland, you got your sandals on, you got your dashikis on, you hotepping and you alan and all the other stuff, all right? That's nice. Get to work, nigga. All right, I'm gonna just tell you like this. Make a left. It's time to work, all right? I mean, I hate to tell you that, but it's time to work. You can get all into, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I got this going. I'm gonna be honest, if you wanna be successful, you're gonna be working, all right? You're gonna be working as much as you do, if not more, okay? You're gonna be working all the time, all right? For some of you brothers out there, there's a lot of sisters out here that look real good, they thick, they got big behinds. Some of you lay out there, the guys look real good, whatever. The food and the money is cheaper. You're gonna feel like not doing stuff because the weather's so good. You gotta get out of that. All right? If your schedule is 5 in the morning, you need to be up at 5 in the morning. All right? Every morning this week, I've been going to sleep at 7 in the morning. I've been getting up at 2 p.m. All right? That's my schedule. I work all night. I take my little breaks here and there. Black Gate, I work, yeah, the black gate right here, blow the horn. I work all night. I get my ass up. Then I get up at 2 or 1. All right. Now I'll talk about my personal YouTube business. That's just part of the income that I have coming in right now. Well, part of that is even though um, we have less efficiency here, I have more productivity. Okay, that's how I'm able to make it out here. I actually produce more, 80% more content than what I used to do with 30% less electricity. All right. Whatever you do, you're gonna have to figure out how to be more efficient, regardless of what's going on with the electricity, what's going on with the power, whatever. All right. Now, some of that involves you coming and leaving and coming back. 6,000. All right. Go ahead here. Sorry, brother. Let me go ahead and pay the guy. Here you go, man. Don't worry about the change. All right. Now, some of that involves you leaving and coming. All right. Some of that involves you leaving and coming back. All right. Because when you come here, you might need more stuff. Now, let me talk about that. When you come here, remember, you're from the United States or from London or whatever. If there's something you need, you can go to Amazon.com and get it. All right? Last thing you want to do is come to the continent and you find out that, oh my God, nowhere in Uganda can I buy a motherboard for a PC. Or I can't get a brand new laptop. That's an i7. If you come here and then you figure that out, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, because you're gonna ask around. You're gonna ask people, and they're gonna tell you they don't know. And guess what? They don't know. All right. Here in Kenya or in Uganda, that's considered stuff for elite people. Normal people have laptops in America, right? Normal folks have iPads. Here, having a refrigerator in your house is for elite people. That's something that's very common in America. All right. So whatever it is that you're doing on an everyday basis, getting a green screen, for example, you can't just go somewhere in the city and buy a green screen. All right. Those things, if you order it, it takes sometimes 3 to 4 weeks to get it. So you need to have all the tools to be successful to do the work. Okay? Now, again, being here is about upping your game and everything. Right? I just got to talk to you about that because, again, this is about work. Coming to the continent is about work. The work can be easy or it can be hard. It depends on you, whatever you're doing. Okay? Because remember, you have to train people. If you have a style of business that you do, if the business is new, people are smart everywhere, right? Especially Ugandans or whatever. Jonita, for example, she's the manager of Kinganda. Jonita wasn't a presenter. But Jonita's videos, if you saw on African Diaspora, she made it to World Star Hip Hop. But Jonita is an excellent news presenter now, okay? But that's something that we had to work at. But in order for us to work it, we had to have the lights, we had to have the batteries, we had to have the green screen, we had to have the Canon 80D or whatever. We had to have the Adobe Premiere software. We had to have the gaming PC to edit on it. We had to have the i9, the motherboards, the 64 gigabytes of RAM. Then we had to have the guy that can build it. We had to have the graphics card. We had to have all of those things just for her to be able to do that segment the right way. Okay? And then that's what I'm saying. When you come to Africa to work, now don't come here to vacation. And that's why I say a lot of African Americans come. A lot of African Americans that come to Africa, in my opinion, are not very a lot of times not very good business people. Okay, and they're not very enterprising. All right. The last thing you want to be is here and not enterprising. Here and not astute. Here and don't know what you're doing. You want to figure all that shit out before you get here. Okay? You want to figure that out. And the only way you can figure that out is sometimes you have to leave and come back. You leave and come back and see what part of the city can I be in. Does the power go out more here or does it go more there? Do I need a generator? All right? Because there's no book. You can't go to some vlog and all the things African Americans need to move to Africa. There's no dictionary. There's no encyclopedia for this stuff. All right? It's just not. These are the things that you have to Really, 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 really understand. You need all the equipment that your business uses, all right? And in cases, you need backups, okay? Let me talk about this. If you like Sugar Free says, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, right? When you're here working in Africa, sometimes you might buy two of things because if the first one goes down, if you have one PC, for example, if your graphics card goes down, can you get another one? You know how many graphics cards I ordered? Okay, my graphics card in I have a 2070 GeForce RTX upstairs. It's in my PC right now. My graphics card works great. Brother Max Velocity, do you know how many graphics cards I ordered? Okay, four. Four graphics cards. All right, two 2070s. That set me back about $1,000. Best Buy had a deal on it. Then I got a 2060 and a 1660 Ti. That's just in case one of the graphics cards goes down. I don't have to wait 3 weeks or 4 weeks, sometimes even 5 weeks. And trust me, now you're dealing with coronavirus. Shipping is limited. All right. So a lot of the companies that are shipping to Africa, as they were before, 5 weeks. Okay. And you just can't go to the store and get a graphics card down the street. It doesn't work like that. You have to be prepared for those bad days. All right. You're gonna have to be prepared. Um, Let me also say this, and I'll leave it alone here. Make the jump to the continent, whatever country you want to pick. Don't make it just based on faith. Like it's good to be confident in yourself, right? But if you're a person that has worked a job a whole life, very, very tough place. Anywhere in the continent is tough. Some places are better than others. All right. So you really have to pay attention to time. Your time management is going to be more important, right? Now, for me, I don't have to work as much as I used to, okay? Because we have people that can, do the work. So it's a lot easier. But get into your mindset if you're going to come to Africa, you're going to start working. Your mind, you're not coming here to vacation and wear sandals all the time and wear dashikis. This is not what you're going to be doing. You're going to have your ass out there and be ready to work. Okay? This is a hustler's environment. Unless you're retired or unless you have a good pension, you're going to be out here working, bro. Because there's nobody going to give your ass a job. Unless you get a job with an NGO, you're going to be working and bust your ass. And you're going to have to make things happen. So just know that. Accept that. And there are going to be days you're going to be out here. The weather's going to be nice. Oh, man, I don't feel like working. Man, I want to go to Entebbe Beach. I want to kick it today. I want to do that. And then you miss $1,000 in that day. You missed the opportunity that day. Then you start hanging out with people. And let me just say this. There's no offense, right? But people get involved in the wrong side of the local culture. Okay? Now, you have the local culture that's not conducive to what your business is doing. Because, let me just say this. If you're an American or from the West and you're bringing digital, if you make friends with people, they might not be in that business. All right. And then we know that black people in general, Africans in particular, they like to come over, like to hang out. All right. They like to talk for a long time and stuff like that. All right. That's just what it is. And if you like to talk and hang out, you'll be talking to them and hanging out all day and you won't get shit done. Right. That's a good way to get caught in to whatever. But then you have the business local culture, just like any other place. All right, the business people, people downtown, and the people that are making, $1 million a month here, something like that or more, they don't have time to be talking to you. All right, just because you're an American, because you're American, people are going to have like a lot of respect for you. No, okay, you have to be good. All right, nobody's going to just start opening doors to you because you're a black American. All right, it doesn't work like that. You go, oh shit, I'm back home now. I'm Black American. You know, I'm African American. I'm back. You know what's up? Nobody's sitting here to greet you with open arms. Nothing like that. That's not how it works. All right, like straight up, people have their own problems. Nobody's gonna be stopping what they're doing to whatever. And people are nice. Don't get me wrong. People are not going to be waiting to kiss your ass because you're an African American. And then nobody's gonna do that. You got to come out here and compete like everybody else. You're gonna come out here and work like everybody else, right? And nobody's gonna just give you any advantages. Now, don't get me wrong. People hear your accent in the street. Especially the ladies and stuff like. Getting access in the business. Like, no, no. You're gonna have to work, all right? Africa is about work. It's a hustle. So I just wanted to drop that on you. I might do some pre-recorded stuff a little bit later, but I hope you guys, like I said, I've never heard nobody really talk about it from this angle. You know what I mean? Like I always hear people talk about like, if you come to Africa, you know, here's how to travel, here's how. And shout out to Kingo Batuni, he did a really good video. Check out his channel. It's a really, really good video on things to do. But I wanted to kind of add to hit what he said, and this is what you need to do to start to make and earn. You need to have your ducks in a row. You need to have a system ready. If you have employees, be ready to train them. Give them time to fail. All right. Be patient with you. And then start kicking in the overdrive. I have my own templates for our business, right? What we do. Here's the templates. Everybody's trained on the templates. Boom. We're into action. And everything's like clockwork. All right. But you gotta work. You're gonna work. Like I don't get caught up in the man, I'm out here on the continent, bro. I'm man up, but the white man, no. Every day is let's get to it. Every day is it's time to work, right? Because I'm gonna tell you one thing before I leave. You know, my and great grandparents, they never was able to come here. But you know what? The work that my ancestors did gave me an opportunity to be somebody in life and work to that. And they gave me a chance to be able to come back and reclaim a part of what's going on in Africa right now. Like that's something that I have the opportunity to take it, and I'm going to take advantage of that. All right, for my sake, and everybody should do that if you can. But nobody's going to give you nothing. Right? You have to be really motivated. Okay, every day, days powers out, traffic is a lot. Um, people being flaky. You got to stay motivated every day and try to control as much as what you can. So, anyways, guys, that's all I'm gonna talk about today. It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, man. Check out the Kingana channel. I'm gonna start doing a little bit more pre-recorded content on this, so it's a little bit more professional. But I wanted to get this out. I'll talk a little bit more about maximize, um, how to train people on templates, stuff like that. How to develop systems, how to develop systems overseas, how you can start working on that with people now. Okay, because you can start working with people right now. All right, when to invest in the person, an employee. Talk about that. All right, peace.